So first, can you introduce yourself?
안녕하세요. 저는 이선웅이라고 합니다. 저는 한국에서 왔어요.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Étienne, je viens de France.
G'day, I'm Sam from Australia.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Sharifah Miza Farhana. Saya Anwar. Saya dari Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Ahoj, ja som Stanislav Modrák, som zo Slovenska.
Здравейте, казвам се Александър Петров и съм от Bulgaria.
السلام عليكم اسمي نورا الجابر من سلطنة عمان.
And what was your physical journey to Southampton?
I took the plane to the London, then took the bus to the Southampton.
It was fun, a smooth journey and safe, yeah. But it takes a long time, so because it's very far.
Well, it was about 24 hours on a plane and then 2.5 hours on a bus.
It's quite tiring. I mean, like I have to take 12 hours flight, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. And they actually managed to lose my luggage from the coach, so I had to search for it for around 2 hours in London at Victoria Coach Station, but otherwise it was fun. It was alright.
But I took the welcome service, so it was quite chill.
Why did you choose to come to Southampton?
Because in South Korea, one of my tutors also studied in Southampton. He studied in here master course and PhD, so he recommended me to go.
Like, to be honest, this is the best union that didn't reject me.
I was from the Malaysia campus of the University of Southampton, and we have a transition program where we did 2 years back in Malaysia and another 2 years here in Southampton.
I mean, it's well known in China, so I chose to study here.
Because it's like one of the only places in the world that does ship science, so there's not much choice.
I think mostly it's because the weather. The weather here is good, and secondly, I mean in Britain you don't have like winter, so because winter in China is really cold, and here it's like it's not very cold.
It was a bit of a spontaneous decision, but eventually I decided for Southampton because of its position. It's near to London. It's down south here. It's good weather.
I think it was mainly because of the course ratings. Because I looked up the university course tables and I'm like, ooh, electrical engineering, pretty high up. Well, I have never heard this university before. Let's apply there. It was my first choice, but I'm quite happy to be here.
No particular reason. It's like one of the universities my home university is doing the exchange with, and I looked at the courses they were offering, and I didn't really look into the city itself, to be honest. I just focused on the university and it sounded good, and I put it down as my first choice, and now I'm here.
What was your first week in Southampton like?
Actually, I'm really like playing football and watching football. And in Southampton, it has a English Premier League team, Southampton FC. So I visit the stadium, and I think these kinds of things are very interesting to me.
In January, so it was freezing. Just got to meet my flatmates because I came a little bit earlier before Freshers Week, round 2. So we just basically went out and got ourselves settled in.
It was emotional because I had my family here, but when they left me, I had that breakdown. But yeah, since meeting my friends, I've been liking it so far.
It was a busy week, but like I enjoyed it, so.
So the first week here, I can't understand people's English. It's like people are speaking too fast for me to follow.
My first week it was alright, and I think the weeks after were better because I sort of settled in. And first week was slightly confusing, and there was plenty of interesting events, parties going on.
The first few days, literally 2 days until the weekend, were really long, just because it was literally 2 people in my halls, just me and another guy. It felt like a week. Sure, it was 2-3 days, but it felt like a week. I was lonely and hungry.
My first week I didn't really have anything to do because I arrived before the Freshers event started. So I just went to IKEA, so just getting stuff for my room and just exploring the city centre, but I soon realized that there's not much to see in Southampton.
The hardest thing, language.
I'm not good at English, so I studied in pre-sessional course before the master course. So at the airport, I requested the meet and greet service in Southampton University. But when I arrived at the airport, there are lots of Chinese and no Koreans are there, so it is very hard to communicate with other people.
Southampton special, nothing much, but like moving abroad, I'd say like the language mostly, when you don't speak English.
Hardest thing was probably missing out on the year back home with all my mates and having to watch them do all their fun things and struggle and whatnot without being there.
Leaving my parents, definitely.
Leaving my family.
Leaving my family. Malaysian food, definitely.
So in Germany I live with my parents, so probably feeding myself.
Well, it was probably packing.
So what's the best memory when you moved to Southampton?
I think there are too many fabulous or good pubs in Southampton. So because I like drinking beers, so there are too many choices for me to choose. So almost every week, in the pre-sessional course, every week I will go outside. I would go outside to drink beer with my friends.
One good memory, like there's plenty of them, so I'd say mostly just the night out because they were pretty fun and that's where you meet people, so I suppose that was nice.
During a freshers party where I got to know some strangers, some girls.
Just making all my mates. I've got a bunch of new mates who I know I'll be mates with for the rest of my life now, and it's a nice way to make some contacts when I come back over this side of the world.
I met lots of interesting people, and that's the best part I love about this uni.
Like meeting new people and maybe having some interesting conversations. I've had a couple of very interesting conversations with like other internationals, with like people from environments I would otherwise haven't had a chance to engage with in any way. I mean, back at home.
We're just generally moving to the UK because it's probably not just about Southampton. It's literally the amount of stuff you can do while at uni, like all these sports and societies and that type of stuff, and like extra support you can get for your course as well.
So I've been to Stonehenge and Bath and Brighton, and that was nice.
Best memory, like too many memories here. Yeah.